Examiner's Office. I want to give viewers a warning, however. Because of a baseball game that's coming up, there's a flight restriction in effect, and we might be losing Sky 12 very soon. We'll stay with this. Okay, well, I'm now told we're going to stay up. And so you're watching the beginning of the procession, carrying the bodies of the 19 fallen Granite Mountain Hotshot firefighters back home to Prescott. Each hearse carrying a firefighter. As you've been hearing over the last several minutes, there is an honor guard with the firefighter, with each firefighter in each hearse as they're carried. 19 hearses in all. Procession will be moving. And I'm now told there are 20 hearses, not 19. There are 20 hearses in case one of those hearses breaks down. They are prepared. They are prepared. Again, this will move very slowly out of the medical examiner's office garage. Then we'll move over to Washington, travel west down Washington toward Wesley Bowling Plaza at the state capitol, right in front of the state capitol. You've already seen our Kim Covington out there, the huge crowds that have gathered there. Folks have been there since 7, 8 this morning waiting in the heat and the humidity. They want to pay their respects, and as she says, can share with us, they are not leaving. They are just not leaving. This procession will cover about 125 miles today. Expected to take about 3 hours. It will be slow. It will be deliberate, as you can see. We're expecting them to go past Wesley Bowling Plaza at the Capitol. Again, slowly. Then head to the I-17 for a short jog up to the Carefree Highway. Then take State Route 74 west to US 60. They'll also travel up US 93 right through Wickenburg, right through the heart of Wickenburg, and up State Route 89 to Yarnell, right near the last fire these hot shots fought, on its way up to Prescott in the Yavapai County Medical Examiner's Office. We expect a DC-3 wildland fire, DC-3 to fly overhead and drop purple ribbons, a symbol of the firefighters on the people below. One area is off limits to the public in all of this is Fire Station 7 in Prescott. That was home base. Home base to the Hotshots. You just heard Bill Morse telling us a few moments ago. The family, some family members, many perhaps, will be there. They want a moment of privacy in all this. Such a public outpouring of grief. We can all understand why these families want moments alone with their loved ones, and they will have that. They will have that. And then, of course, we'll have the memorial service on Tuesday in Prescott Valley for the families. Bill Morris describing it, a very intimate setting in a fairly large setting. About 6,500 people can get into Tim's Toyota Center, so 6,500 people are expected at the memorial service. The public will be able to watch outside on Jumbotrons and perhaps elsewhere. Now you're beginning to see that long procession. I believe it's now moving down Washington. It should soon come into view on the left side of your screen. It is approaching us on the left. That crowd at the state capitol. You can see fire trucks, engines on the right, waiting to follow in line as the procession moves past. We can see in the shot right now, you have 2 ladder trucks. The ladders raised high, holding an American flag. And now the first motorcycles, Phoenix Police leading the procession. You can see them approaching the state capitol right now. And I believe we can see the first hearse perhaps coming into view in the back. Again, 20 hearses, 19 for the firefighters, 1 in case there is a breakdown. Some of the hotshot vehicles are traveling in the caravan, the buggies, the so-called buggies, that would ferry them to fires when they were sent in to do the jobs nobody else could do. These were tough men. These were very exceptionally well-trained men, and many of them were family men with children they leave behind, wives they leave behind. I mentioned earlier the donations to them and to other victims of the fires, the terrible fires we've seen over the last several days, now totaling close to $2 million and counting, a massive outpouring from Arizonans, from companies here, businesses, all kinds of folks wanting to do something. And now you see so many folks in Wesley Bowling Plaza ready to pay their final respects as this procession moves by. And now we see, if you look behind, you see the red car there, the red vehicle there with the flashing lights. That signals the start of the procession of the 1920 hearses that will be passing by Wesley Bowling Plaza. All right, let's take a moment. I'll be quiet for a bit. Let's pause and reflect as the Hotshots go by. And on your right, you see the procession of hearses carrying the bodies of the 19 fallen firefighters, each one with an honor guard inside as it makes its way past the Arizona State Capitol on the way to their final resting place in Prescott. This is expected to be a 3-hour ride up to Prescott, 125 miles, traveling state highways mainly, allowing many Arizonans to pay their respects today to the Hotshots. Camera on the left panning the scene, Wesley Bowling Plaza. There you see the Prescott Hotshot buggy. It took the Prescott Hotshot. It takes the Prescott Hotshots to their fires. Other fire equipment following by. Engines getting in the route, on the route. And we're expecting a motorcycle escort to trail the route all the way. The solemn ride home will include a pass-through in Yarnell, where the firefighters, where the Hotshots fought their last fire. In Yarnell, 19 APS trucks representing the 19 firefighters will pay tribute with their flags raised. 12 News will carry that live when that happens later today. And again, their final destination is Prescott, the Yavapai County Medical Examiner's Office, where the bodies will be turned over to the families. The families will have a moment to pay their respects at Fire Station 7 in Prescott. And procession now past the state capitol largely on their way to I-17.